You're watching today's market comment by Raf Boyajian. I'm Cristina Marujos, and thank you for joining us at XM.com. Shares on Wall Street extended their record streak last week as upbeat earnings, as well as relief that the annual review of the US Consumer Price Index left the inflation trend largely unchanged, offset worries about the Fed keeping policy restrictive for too long. The S&P 500 closed above the 5,000 mark for the first time in yet another historic milestone for the benchmark index. The Nasdaq 100, meanwhile, is about to reach a milestone of its own as it closes in on the 18,000 level. Much of the gains in Wall Street indices are being spearheaded by the never-ending surge in big tech stocks, with Nvidia and Meta being the latest champions. This notion that big tech can ride out any storm is likely what's keeping the rally alive, even as Fed officials dampen the prospect of an imminent rate cut. There was relief on Friday when the Bureau of Labor Statistics didn't make any significant revisions to its CPI readings in its annual review of the series. This raises hopes that there won't be any upside surprises in tomorrow's CPI report for January, where headline inflation is expected to ease to 3% year-on-year. In the FX sphere, the US dollar is flat against a basket of currencies after slipping earlier in the session. It seems that the rebound on the back of the repricing and Fed rate cut bets has run its course, at least for now. The yen is somewhat firmer today, likely aided by a fresh warning from Japan's Finance Minister Suzuki that he's watching FX moves carefully, after the currency came under pressure last week when Bank of Japan Governor Ueda suggested that an exit from negative rates won't necessarily mean the start of a rate hiking cycle. The pound was steady around $126.20 ahead of what's expected to be a very busy week for UK data releases, starting with the employment report on Tuesday. Gold remained on the back foot despite the bounce back in Treasury yields pausing for breath, while oil futures also slipped. It's possible that investors still see some chance of a truce between Israel and Hamas amid the ongoing talks, despite the latest attacks in Rafah by Israeli forces, and this is slightly weighing on both commodities. Thanks for watching today's market comment here at XM.com.